From starting out on a 32-foot carver and living on it for the summer, spending plenty of time with my friends, to working and now living on a 40-foot Bestway trawler. Stay tuned as I continue to fix up and one day, hopefully, toss the lines. I'm Tucker, and this is Trashy Tuckers. What's up, guys? Trashy Tucker here. Figured today, tell you, I realized that I never really explained how I got this boat, and started living on it. Before I got this boat, I lived on a 32-foot carver aft cabin that was at the marina when I first started working here. It'd been sitting in the yard for 2 years. Guy didn't want anything to do with it. He was never gonna try fixing it. Neither the motors ran, which I didn't care about at the time. I just wanted a cheap place to live. Got that boat for $2,500. Cleaned the inside up. I never really intended to fix that boat up. I didn't plan on living on a boat forever. So I was like, you know what, this will be fun for a year. And that's about as long as I had it, was for a year. So, but then one day, I think June of last year, we have a demo guy that brings in usually old sailboats, old powerboats, stuff like that. They're usually rotten, nothing special. They just get demoed, taken to scrapyard, stuff like that. So one day he brought this boat in. It's a 40-foot Bestway LaBelle trawler. Brought it in, said that he was gonna cut it down, scrap it. He'd already been paid by the guy. The old owner gave him the title, gave him some money, and said, you know what, just get rid of it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I help up on the boat. The demo guy didn't really know if the motors were good or not. It's got two 200 horsepower Volvo Pentas. He didn't know if they ran or not. So I hopped up, looked at them. Motors looked great at this point. They looked great. So both of them cranked. And yeah. But I started looking around, and the first thing I see is a full-size bed, which I did not have on the carver. Second thing I see, which is the most important, was a washer-dryer combo in one of the cabinets in the aft cabin. Yeah, I wanted that. So the more I look around, I'm seeing a lot more space than my old boat. Kitchen's bigger, salon's bigger, everything's just bigger. I mean, I'm going from 32 to 40 foot. So I talked to the guy, and like I said, he had already been paid, and I was going to be saving him a lot of work. So I ended up getting this boat for $1,000. Can't really complain with that. So we hauled it out. I had it on land for about a month and a half. The spray rails on the sides, both of them, I don't know if they had hit the dock or what had happened, but both of them were just all cracked up, and the old owner just took all the 5200 he could find, started shoving it in there, thinking that would fix it, and it didn't. Water got into it. It was probably 20 foot on each side of the boat that was delaminated. So that was the first thing I did. I cut the spray rails off, got it all down to solid glass, and then Matt and Jess from MJ Sailing, they helped me out a lot, because I don't know the first thing about glass work. I know nothing. So they helped me out a lot. They helped me lay new glass, showed me how to, get it all faired out and everything. Painted the whole hull, painted the bottom, got everything ready, put it in the water. And then once I got it in my slip, I started messing with the motors. Starboard motor, probably cranked for about 2 seconds before the motor just fired right up. Didn't even hesitate. The port side motor cranked, but the aftercooler was corroded, and it rusted out a hole right on the side of the casing. So spent some time online, got help from the mechanic that we have here that rents out a space in the yard. He helped me find a new casing and the core that goes inside of it. Put that on, fired right up. Didn't even hesitate. So both the motors, ever since we put that core in, I haven't had no problems, and both the motors look great. They've still got factory paint on them. You know, some of the, I think the only corrosion I saw was on the seawater pumps, but it was just the bare minimum, and I'm going to rebuild them anyway. But like I checked the oil, clean. All the filters are clean. I mean, it seemed like they were pretty well taken care of. So, yeah, most of the work that I have to do now is electronics up top. I'll probably paint the top side this spring, and then around the portholes and all that stuff, which I'll show you in a little bit. Just water damage. I gotta rip the wood out, put new wood in, which I've been saying that I'm gonna do for the past, since I put my first video out. I will do it eventually. But yeah, so I figured for this video, you know, that's how I got the boat. I'll do a quick little boat tour just to show everybody what she looks like inside, and we'll go from there. Let's go check it out. Starting from the top, it's my cockpit area, which definitely needs work. I got a nice canopy up there, got a davit crane, which I need to put a new electric winch on. Got my hammock stand for the summertime. That's where I took the old radar and the satellite dish off. Eventually I want to get new canvas for these things. So, got this old radar that I'm pretty sure is from the 1800s. It turns on and then it screams at me and then turns off. So that's getting ripped out. Y'all remember this stuff from one of my videos. It's pretty much all the work I've done up here. Put that stuff in. So, got my controls up here, which one of my projects is getting more of my gauges to work. So all the important stuff works. It just, I'd like them to be more reliable. So, walking down here, you can see some of the work I need to do. For some reason, this is the most cracked up boat I've ever seen. Like all down here, there's cracks. You can still see some. I need to go back and I need to take all that stuff out and fix it. A lot of this stuff was done when I bought the boat. Like that, I don't know what that was trying to do. But it's just cracked up. So, like there's a good example. I don't know what's causing that, but they don't leak anymore. I put hardened resin down through them so it would follow the path of the leak. So at least I don't have any more water coming in the boat, but I do need to fix that. So this is nice sitting area. Got my griddle out there for summertime cooking. Nice little cooking area. I'm hoping this year, if I sit right here, we can hang a projector on the covered dock. Or hang a screen on the covered dock and I can put a projector up on my canopy. We can have movie nights. I can griddle. Be a good time. So, walking in, there's a cat. Both of them waiting for me. Move your tail. Walking in my little living room, salon area. Got my gaming chair. Nice little TV area. Got my PlayStation, my Switch back there. Cat tower. Are you being cute for the camera? Psst, psst. Ninny. I haven't really talked about Lily that much either. I have on TikTok, not on YouTube. So she's blind. She was born without the tops of her eyelids. And I found her back when I was running heavy equipment. I took some old drainage pipe out of the ground. And I looked down in the hole and there's this little gray head just buried in the dirt. So I go down there. She's about 2 weeks old. And we think that the mom abandoned her. So I took her in. She's a good girl. Meow. And then there's Callie. Yeah. So yeah, got my salon area. Got a nice little bar right here that folds out for when I need to make some cocktails for everybody. Got all my drinking glasses. Nice liquor storage, which is always full. Down here, got my dinette, which I've pretty much turned into my editing station. And then kitchen, which is a lot bigger than what it was on the carver. So this is some of what I was talking about. This is the worst area for water damage. So I ripped all that stuff out because it was just falling. But like up there, you can just see how, I don't think it'd be that hard. I think I just need to repack that porthole, put new wood in, and I feel like if I just get some Lawan and varnish it, it'll look kind of the same. But that's kind of the worst part. You can see some more there. So I got my cooktop. Right here, there used to be a dishwasher, which I thought was cool, till I realized I'm single and live by myself, and I only use like 3 plates a week. And we needed more counter space, so I took that out and put those in there. So back here, I kind of just use the V-berth as a storage area. So, and cat area. There's a bathroom up here, which I don't really use. It's more of a storage area. I really need to clean it. But there's more of the water damage stuff. You can see like all that. I need to rip this whole cabinet out and redo it. So, eventually. So I'm going back up here. Nitty! Do you have anything you want to say? 10-4. Back here, I got my bedroom with a bed that's not made. Why make the bed? You're just going to ruin it again when you go to sleep. So, I've actually, when I moved on to this boat, me and Alex, who works with me, sunk a pipe across the channel and ran an Ethernet cord under the marina to the covered dock. And I have my boat hardlined to the internet. So I am set. So, got all my childish toys up there because I'm a full-grown child with a drinking permit. So this is pretty much my area. Got my TV in here, along with some clothes. This was the reason I wanted the boat. That has made life so much easier. Instead of having to take my clothes every week and go back to my parents' house, I just all week doing laundry. It's weird to say, but I really enjoy doing laundry now. So, more storage. I got a lot more storage than I used to have. This is the bathroom that I actually use. So, got a decent shower. A lot bigger than most showers I've seen. There's some more of the wood that needs to be fixed there. That one's not too bad. So, but yeah. One thing real quick to show you. I love these doors on this boat. All the big doors are like this, just cool looking wood. Just cool design. I like it. So, but I have storage pretty much everywhere. It's a lot. That is one of the good things about this boat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy, but I mean, you gotta imagine going from a 32 carver, which I'll try and find some footage of. Going from that to this boat, it's a hell of a step up. So, and this, for $1,000, I can't complain. I know it's got some work before I'm actually ready to take it long distances and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna be worth it. So I mean, if there's any boat to travel on, it's this boat. So it's got a pretty big generator too, nice Westerbeek generator. I mean, I took it out one time, started the generator up just to run it, and I was running a load of laundry, still had both the air conditioning units running. It can handle a lot. So, but yeah, that's it. I just figured I'd give you all a tour. Just, I don't know, I felt like it. So, if you like my boat and you want to watch me do more stuff and eventually go places and explore and hopefully not sink, subscribe, drop a like, keep watching my future videos. For right now, putting out one video a month, which I think is okay. It gives me plenty of time to film. Plus, I'm working a full-time job. So, but if you want to see some of the dumb stuff I do, I put shorts on YouTube, reels on Instagram, and I make a lot of TikToks. So yeah, I'll leave those links down in the description, and yeah. See you guys next time. As always, keep it trashy.